Hi, I'm Shark Whitebeard here at Shark's Tavern, making another video. This is a sequel to what I missed from the Ren Fairs and Pirate Fest. This is a continuation of the same thing. One of the things I missed the most is mead wine. Drinking the mead wine they got at the Ren Fairs and Pirate Festivals. They have all kinds of different flavors. And what I really love doing is drinking mead wine out of my horn. This is a real horn. The guy sells these, and you drink out of these. And fill them full of mead wine, and you can drink out of them like that. And people usually stop and watch and stare, and sometimes people come up to me and, hey, where can I get one of these? And usually they got vendors selling these, so it's really pretty cool. You point them in the direction, they go, oh man, I want one of these, I want to drink one of these. And usually always when I pick it out of this horn, usually an older lady will come to me and say, is it sanitary to be drinking out of that? And I always say, well, yeah, I'm drinking alcohol. I always figure the alcohol will kill the germs, so don't worry about it. And they always look at me like, whoa. But the thing is, the guy who makes these, they coat the inside with some kind of stuff that you can wash it and clean it, and it's very sanitary to drink out of with the horns. But these are always really cool to drink out of, and I always like using these and, you know, playing the character and everything else with these horns. One of the things I miss the most is the women in corsets. I know my wife wears one all the time, they're very uncomfortable to wear, so it's a big sacrifice that women are wearing the corsets to look good and to look in costume. One of the things hard to do is we went to one of the vendors, and this woman was in there, and she's showing my wife how to tighten it up and everything, and basically you tie it in the front, and then she was showing like, okay, you got to get your husband to do this, and you got to get your wife and bend her over, put her hands on her knees and brace yourself, and you kind of put your knee on her back, and you got to pull it like that to get it all even and put it on, and then you tie it when it's there. And she showed us how to do that, and that's kind of a fun thing to do for the guy. I don't know if it's fun for the woman, but that's always fun. There was this one booth at this one Ren Fair we went to, and this woman, this very large-breasted woman, and she's wearing a corset. And they had like two bars. One bar was kind of higher up, and then the other bar was kind of leaning over like this, smaller. And I went to get a drink, to buy one of the drinks they were serving, and then because the way the bar was set up, she had to lean over, way over the bar to hand it to me. And it's a very large-breasted woman wearing a really nice corset. And I sound like Karen, and she kind of leaned over right on me, and I said, oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to stare. And then she looks around and she goes, no, she goes, that's why I tend this side of the bar instead of that side. She goes, because on this side, I have to lean over to give you the drink, so don't worry about it. So that was kind of cool, taking pride in the corset and what she was wearing. What I also miss are the jousting, the men in armor. The jousting, they have very, very huge horses, beautiful, gorgeous horses that they use to joust with, and they have a lot of knights in armor, and when they're riding the horses, the knights look kind of small. They don't even look that big of guys. But when you stand next to the guys, they're usually big old 6-foot tall guys wearing armor, but they look tiny on the horses. They're beautiful, gorgeous horses. I miss that, and they joust and they hit each other, jousting really back and forth. The men in armor fight on foot sometimes. They get in there and duke it out with full contact and knock each other down. During breaks between the fights, the guys are sitting there and they're usually trying to hydrate because the armor's really hot in the middle of summer. They're drinking Gatorade and stuff. And they have the blacksmiths pulling the plates of armor, knocking the dents out of them to put them back on so they go fight some more. That's really cool. They usually got these page guys with sticks trying to keep everybody away from the railing because they can get really crazy and someone can get hurt if they're standing too close to the railing. So these guys, it's really fun and really, they go at it. They had a team that they said they went to Europe to fight other teams on foot like that. They said you fight 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 5-on-5, and I think they said they'll fight 20-on-20. And they said the Russian teams that show up in Europe and are pretty crazy, and they're telling me that of how they like doing that. One of the things I also enjoyed was the cannon display with the pirate festivals. They usually got the fire marshal out there, so in case they don't start any fires in the middle of summer, cannons are shooting off. Some of the black powder clubs, and they got the different black powder guns and stuff they use and shoot them off. And they kind of explain how you use them, and then usually when they shoot the cannons, they always tell everyone to put your hands over your ears, plug your ears, because they go off pretty loud and stuff. The food, the songs, the music, usually they got people singing typical songs, and the food, the turkey legs, you know, I like to get a turkey leg in one hand and my horn in the other and eat like that, and it looks pretty cool and it's really fun to do, and you're in character and you're playing your role. And just generally the fair atmosphere in general, everyone's having a good time and people want to interact with you. People usually feel very uninhibited. Some people, they'll stand far away, take pictures of you and stuff. And my wife will point, oh, someone's taking a picture. And a lot of times they don't want to come up and they feel like they don't want to come up and talk to you. Go up and talk to them and show them, you know, whatever the weapons and explain stuff like that. And just have a really good time. And that's what the interaction and everything is what I really miss.